Hello, 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 everyone. It's good to see you. Welcome again to obviously my studio here in Granville, my craft room. We are going to jump in, and it's a lunch break with Rhonda. So, what are you guys all having for lunch today? I actually made a pasta last night for Carter. So, when this is over, I'm sure I'll have that for leftovers. I love leftovers. I know some people don't. Like my husband does not like leftovers, so it works out good because I do like leftovers, so I get to eat all the leftovers. So thank you guys for joining me today. Today I have chose a stamp set. It's actually out of the annual catalog. It's called Love and Strength. It's all about creating encouraging cards, encouragement cards. You know, it is just the way of life where people go through hard times. We go through hard times. Other people go through hard times, and so it's one of the gifts that we have by being a paper crafter is that you have the power to lift someone's spirit. You have the power to make someone smile. This weekend, I did a big, huge event in Michigan. It was 3 days long. And in my opening talk, I talked about the fact that we all have a superpower. And our superpower, every one of us have it. You have the same superpower that I do, and that's being a smile maker. That we have the power to send our cards. And okay, hold on a second. There you go. We have the power to send our cards, and that same power is what we have to encourage others, to lift them, and to make them smile. So, with that being said, we are going to jump in. I wanted to wait for a second for you guys to log on. So, the reason why I chose this stamp set is this is a stamp set that we are featuring in our Creating for Christ project. So, who on here is a part of Creating for Christ? Our group has over 8,000 members. It's incredible. It's mind-blowing. It's something only God could do. That we have a group, and it's on Facebook, but I also email too, where we have monthly card showers where you can. Jennifer Drake is on here, and she helps us run weekly prayer chains and prayer groups. We have a Bible study or a book study that we do once a month. Julie runs that. And then every month I do a creative project on there. And we have for like 8 years. So if you can imagine, in our file section are 8 years of Christ-focused, driven projects. And we do all kinds. We do samplers and prayer journals and blessing boxes. And we also do cards as well. So, and we don't do cards every month, but we like to stock up on them because we do card showers, and we have what we call card warriors. So I believe all of us need to stock up on our cards. So this month we featured Love and Strength, so that we could make encouraging cards, especially if you're a part of Creating for Christ, or maybe a lot of you run your own card ministries as well. It's one thing that we really want to use our gift for. So this is the one. So Julie, so my job is to create the projects for Creating for Christ. We all have our own jobs, and Julie runs the Bible study in there. But Julie was the one who was like, Rhonda, did you notice this stamp set? I'm like, no, I didn't. And so we have, so anyway, this is what we are doing. So you can order this, or you can also order our Creating for Christ kit. So along with so every month we do a free tutorial. You have to belong to our Facebook group. We post it in there. You can also, I have an email list too. And this month we're doing 6 cards. I'll show you really quick. I'll show them up close too. But we're using, and you're going to be getting that Blackberry Bliss ribbon and the Regal Foil Gems. I did some really beautiful Regal ones, and we also have some fun ones too. This one says, there is hope. This one is a fun fold. Look at that. So beautiful. And then we have this one. So you can do this in any color scheme. Plus we have 2 more that I don't have here with me. They're actually in my other studio. So I made 2 before I left for my trip, and I had to come home and make the other 4. So anyway, that's just a sneak peek. So there's still time to register. I think registration ends tomorrow, and then we'll ship them out next week. And so that way you get to get the packet sent to you that has the paper, the ribbon, the dots, and then all the work for you this time. All the work will be done for you for the cards so that you can create 6 cards. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. So again, we're going to be using the Love and Strength. For my lunch breaks with Rhonda, if you noticed, I moved my whole room around, so we'll have a little bit of better lighting, and I can already tell this is better lighting. Again, this is always a work in progress. So I'm always going to do one very clean and simple card, and it truly is, it's clean and simple. And then we are going to do one that, might require a little bit more work. So obviously for a clean and simple card, I love to do white. So this is our, this piece here is our thick basic white. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold that in half. So for all of you watching, we will be sending out recipe cards for both of these projects. You just need to be on my email list. So a recipe card will give you the supplies that I used. It'll give you the measurements. It'll give you all of that. We'll email that out tomorrow. So on Thursday. So make sure that you've joined my email list. If you have not, the link is in this description of this video. And I am going to try to keep up on your guys' comments. If you have questions or anything, let me know. But again, this is the same featured one that we're going to be using in our Creating for Christ. I want to give all of my Creating for Christ members and the people who order the class, I want to give you even more and more ideas on how to use this stamp set. So we're going to take our black memento ink, and we're going to take that flower that's in there. I love this flower. And so this is just a stamp set. This is not a bundle. And I'm going to actually stamp that down here. Like that. Very simple. And then I'm going to actually stamp it again on a scrap piece of paper. Like that. So let's go ahead, and this one I'm going to do is a little bit of coloring. It's a pretty simple one to color. The colors I've chosen are Petunia Pop. That's one of our in colors. Definitely one of my favorites, and then Old Olive, and then just a little bit of the dark daffodil. So for the leaves, I always start with the darkest color blends, and I'm just going to go ahead and I just kind of go along the lines that Stampin' Up! Their artists give us. So you don't have to know how to do everything. You can just, a lot of times I just copy what they do. And then I'm just going to go through, and this is the lighter one. And then it just kind of blends that. There you go. All right. We also, in Creating for Christ, on October 10th, we are starting a craft along. So it's just a chance. Again, we are a tight-knit group. We love to support each other. And so Jennifer Drake, she's one of our admins. She is going to be running a craft along every other week for through the end of the year. Probably not over Christmas, but maybe. We'll see what she wants to do. And so you're just going to craft on whatever you want. We get to pray together, visit. It's about a chance for us just to craft together. All right. Now I'm taking the dark petunia pop. This is the lighter one. I got to use that one next. And then, so this is the dark petunia pop. And I'm just going to, again, go along a lot of these lines here. Kind of just, just to kind of give it definition. Again, the darker tone. And then I'll go in with my lighter petunia pop and add and blend those colors in. So our blends, to me, are like magic. I love to color with them because they make me feel like I'm an artist, and I'm not. I definitely not a very talented colorer, but the blends, I don't feel like you even have to be. They do all the work for you. They do the blending. Now, some people are very talented. They can do magical things with these, but I just use them to color with. So they also fade a little bit. So to me, this looks a little bit, oh shoot. I didn't even need to color this in. I colored in the wrong one. All right, we're gonna do this again. This is the scrap one. The scrap one is where we're going to color the top. So it's all right. That's not a big deal. I just wasted time. So this one I'm going with the light one just because I have it in my hand. You can do the light first and then the dark. I just typically do the dark first and then the light. I didn't used to. My friend Ange McKay is the one who started to really convince me to do the dark first. But you can do either or. So I'm just going to go in and color that in. So this is Petunia Pop. I usually don't make you guys watch me color, especially twice for crying out loud. But this is a clean and simple card. It's definitely a passion of mine. And when I decided to do these lunch break lives again, I wanted to do something that I'm passionate about. And I really am passionate about just clean and simple cards. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, I love fun folds. I love all of that. But I wanted to be able to work in some clean and simple cards every week because that makes me happy. I love being able to whip up a card and have it just be, again, it's more about the act of sending it. So this is about an encouraging. All right, you don't need to color in the bottom because all I want to do is just cut off this, fussy cut out this flower up here. And trust me, if Rhonda's fussy cutting it, you know it cannot be that hard because Rhonda is not a fussy cutter. Here I am talking in third party? I'm not. So this one is not too hard. It's pretty simple. I'm especially not going to fussy cut it on a video if it's tricky. Some people, they do this for relaxation. This makes me want to throw it against the wall, but sometimes you have to do what you got to do. So we are going to just slowly but surely fussy cut this out. Try to breathe through it because it's not my favorite thing to do. But it's like when you wear high heels, like those kind of hurt your feet too, but you do it anyway for the end result. So, which I don't anymore, but I used to. My feet can't handle high heels. All right, almost done. We'll go through here. All right, has anybody ordered the Creating for Christ kit yet? Stress. Yes, Michelle, but although if this is the thing that stresses me out in life, then I think I'm doing okay, right? But this is my stress for the day. Yeah, we've had about 60 people order the kit already, and again, tomorrow's our deadline. So, all right, there you go. So what I'm going to do now on the front of our card is I'm going to actually take that and pop that up. It's just a little bit of a detail that will make this card special. Yes, Michelle, I think you, Jennifer, and Tricia are usually some of the very first ones. Here we go. We'll pull this off, and this just goes right over top of there. That will just create a little bit of dimension in it. Before we glue this down, one of my favorite things to do with our sweet and simple cards, we're just going to add a few little score marks. I'm going to line this up. I'm just going to pick a line. I'm picking the 4-inch mark, and I'm just going to score. Oops, I need to go the other direction because I want it to come out. So the 4. So I'm scoring the back of it because then it pushes it down. I'm going to go and I'm going to stop when I get to here. When I get to the flower, I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to move it 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to score again. So I'm going to do that just a few times. Again, when you get to the flower, just go ahead and stop. This just gives it a little extra, hold on a second, I got to put this down here. All right, now this is going to work better. I had that wasn't flat, so it wasn't scoring very good. Now it will. Let's put in about 5, just 5 little score marks. 4, that's 3, 4, and you could do the score marks first, but I didn't know exactly where I was going to put that flower, so 5. So now I look it over. See, can you see that? And they end in different places. They kind of fade out there. I love it. Again, just a really sweet and simple, clean and simple. Take your 4 dimensionals, and we're going to put those down here. This is the kind of card making that all of us can do. Every one of us, especially when we're a little bit in a hurry. We're gonna do this. Here you go. Yes, I love that. You always have someone who helps you. Don't forget to order. All right, so this is gonna go on our white. And last but not least, we're going to take the stamp set. There is I am here for you. There is hope. I'm gonna do, oh boy, this is a hard one. Let's see. I love this I am here for you. That won't quite fit there, but it would fit here. But there is hope. What am I think I'm gonna do there is hope, because on, we'll do it down there. Because my other card is gonna use a different one. So let me take my block, and I'm gonna stamp that in Petunia Pop. Let me grab that stamp. I wasn't sure. You could just use black, but I'm gonna use Petunia Pop and put there is hope. Oh boy, I should have stamped this first. This is stressful because there's a dimensional under there. That was dumb of me, but we're gonna try it. Oh god, I screwed it up. It's okay, this way. It's okay, I'll fix it. I've got a little sanding block that I'll sand that off of there. So there we go. And the reason why that happened is because I have a dimensional under there. So I'll fix it when I take the picture. But there we go. Oh, last but not least, we're going to take our, and I can actually sand, I can use a little nail file, a little sanding block, and sometimes you can just sand that right off of there. That was one of my tips. All right, then we're just gonna take a couple of these Petunia Pop. These are the shimmer, in color shimmer gems. And I'm just gonna put 3 of those. 1, 2, and let's put 3 right there. Okay, voila, look. There's our first card. Guys, isn't that gorgeous? And it has that lift there, the score marks. It is what this is, put embellish it. It's too big. If it was just a little dot, I could, but I think that it would take too big of one. So it's okay. I'm gonna try to sand it off. If not, what I typically do is I take a label and put over it, but I didn't want to cover up that much of it. So there we go. There's our card, our first one. Let's go to our second one. So that's our one of my versions of like a clean and simple, and that everybody can make. It's so pretty. It actually, see, again, those cards just, that card, oh look, and then I have to have a matching, I went ahead and did the envelope first just to show you, but now we have, oops, this way, Rhonda, not upside down. There we go, another burpee here. So now I have an envelope that completely matches my card. Isn't that special? Can you not think of somebody who is going through maybe breast cancer, because Breast Cancer Awareness Month is coming up. You know, someone that you know is going through any sort of life circumstances that, you know, they need a little bit of encouragement. All right, the next card is going to be a really fun fold using this same stamp set. We're using Misty Moonlight, and where I cut this Misty Moonlight to 5.5 by 11, so it's a little bit of a different measurement. And then you're going to do some score marks on this. We are going to score this. Put your arm out. We're going to score this at 2 3/4. Some of you might recognize this fold because I did it as a mystery project, and this fold is one of the cards that we're doing in Creating for Christ. So that way you'll get a little bit of practice on it. So I did 2 3/4, and then at 7. 7 is the other one. So those are the score marks. And again, when you get the rest, if you're on my email list, you will get that recipe card. I'll give you all of these. You'll get the measurements. The step-by-step directions are on Creative Corner. So they will be on Creative Corner. So there you go. You're just gonna create this really fun fold, and it's really cool because it ends a little bit short, so it folds nicely. What I want to do is create. Gotta get my ruler. Is I want to measure. I'm gonna measure down about 1 inch on each side. By the way, I'm gonna tell you right now, I love this card fold. This is one of my favorite card folds that I'm doing right now. That's why I'm doing it for you. It's why I did it as a part of Creating for Christ. Like, you're gonna see me do this fold because I love it, the results. So I'm just gonna go and mark this. I'm just marking 1 inch. 1 inch. And then I'm just marking 1 inch. Obviously, you'd want to use a pencil, but it doesn't matter because you're going to cover that up. All right, so use your little ruler. I did the recipe card. So for that one, Michelle, we only did the recipe card for the first card. So yes, it did go out. It went out the very next day. So we did not, I'm not going to do recipe cards for everything that I'm doing. But today I talked to Ryan, and he's going to do 2 of them. Because our first card was so simple, he's going to do it for this one as well. So last week when I did my lunch break, I had told you that the recipe card would be for the first card. It wasn't for both of them. So that one will not go out, but it is on Creative Corner. If it's not there, it will be. I think it is there though, but you're going to go from the mark there to the mark there. There you go. Okay, so you just kind of create those sides right there. Okay. Now you're going to take a piece of Designer Series paper. You could actually go ahead and just, it's 5.5 by 2 3/4. Okay, so the paper I'm using, let me tell you, this is the paper we're featuring in our Creating for Christ. It was probably my least favorite when I saw the catalog, and it's turned out to be one of my most favorite. That always happens that way, doesn't it? It's the Regal Winter paper. It's 12 by 12, and it's just so deep and regal. It's called Regal Winter, but to me it's very fall. I mean, heck, you could use it all year long. These are very fallish. And then these, yes, they're just regal tones that you'll use in the winter or the fall. I have gone through so much of it. I absolutely love it. Now, some of the pieces are pretty busy, so you just use little bits and pieces. But today, for you guys, I'm using my absolute favorite one. And hi, Mary. We're just glad you're here. If you want to watch the beginning, this is our second card. So if you're just joining us, there is a whole card we did earlier. So anyway, this is the item code. It's still available, which is nice. Whenever I do events or do these, I have to check before things are available before we get on there. So I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive all the way here on this flap, on this lid, and just put that down there. It should line up pretty good, and then we're just going to trim off these edges here. Just trim it. There you go. This one's hanging over a little bit, so just go ahead and give it a little haircut. Whatever kind of cut you gotta go. Here, I always feel like I'm so look, like a hairstylist when I do that. There we go. So there is the makeup of our card. I've actually made a ton of these. I probably have made about 5 or 6. I wish I had them here, but they're at my studio in Langsburg. So I don't have them here with me, but this is one of my most used I'm doing right now. So we gotta decorate the inside. So I'm gonna do my stamping first this time. I learned my lesson before. One of my favorite stamps in this Love and Strength is the mountains. The mountains. Look here, again, I'll show you this card. So this is one of the cards from Creating for Christ. So, and it's up on dimensional, so it really has some neat lift and dimension to it. So anyway, this is shades of purple. You could do it in shades of blue, shades of green, shades of whatever shades you want to. So I'm gonna take our little mountain peak here, and I'm gonna do it in Misty Moonlight. And I'm gonna stamp those mountains right here, kind of off to the side, just like that. This is the inside of the card. What I like about this card, I think that's really fun, is that you actually get to decorate the outside and the inside, kind of both. And then you're going to take a piece of that paper. Where did I put it? Oh, I gotta find that pattern in here. Let's see. Here's a pattern. I just need a little strip of it. So here we go. So I'm gonna take that same pattern, and I'm just gonna cut it to about I'm gonna use this piece right here. I forgot. That's why I did that. See, I'm gonna cut it probably to half of an inch. Maybe we'll do, half of an inch is good. So we're just gonna cut to a half of an inch and just add that to the inside, using up all those little scrap pieces. I wanted to do my stamping first because this is going to go right up there. See? So let's go ahead and glue that down. I know, I can't believe I did some fussy cutting today. It's not my favorite thing to do, but again, when the card was so simple that I would take the time to fussy cut it. So we're just gonna do that. And we're just gonna glue this down to the inside. All right, so now let's go ahead and just finish decorating our card. This is the inside. I wanted to do the stamping first in case I messed that up like I did on the first card. There you go. So on the outside, I'm taking 2 labels. Right now, these are brand new. They just came out in July, I think. The greetings of the season. These are by far my most used. At first, I was like, sometimes like you can make tags of any size, shape, and tag that you want. And then sometimes I'm like, but I don't want the tag. Sometimes I just want it to be a label. So which is in this class, I don't want these to be tags. I want them to be labels. So, but you can really do them any way at all. So I'm going to take my Night of Navy. I'm going to use Night of Navy for the words. And I'm going to take the flower and we're going to stamp that on a piece of scrap paper with our black memento. This one's going to have the big flower on the outside and then the little flower on the inside. So we're going to stamp that. And we're going to color this one with fresh freesia, old olive, and just a little bit of the boho blue. Now, we're going to take the little magic cup, throw all that in there, and voila, we have our flower. So we're going to have a little visit from the magic cup. You guys already saw me color. So this one, there we go. It's fresh freesia. So again, a little bit of pop of, that's the boho blue there in the middle. And then the green is old olive. Oh yes, definitely high on my wish list is the greetings of the season. To be honest with you, I have 2 sets in Lanesburg. I ordered another set from here. So those are my ones I have here. So the ones that I use a lot, I have to order again for having here. And then my daughter-in-law, she and I craft together, and sometimes she'll help me with projects. I ordered her a set. So I've ordered 4 sets of these, and they just came out. So I'm just telling you, they're good. I didn't do that right away. I do it once I see, okay, this is awesome. All right, so the words are, there is hope, even when your brain tells you otherwise. Sharing love and strength this season. I am here for you. You matter. And it's okay if all you did today was breathe. So this is what I'm talking about. Yep, magic cup for the save. I love it. So this one I'm going to use sharing love and strength, because sometimes people don't have their own strength. And sometimes you got to, share some of your strength with them. And so that's card is perfect to tell them that. So we're going to do sharing love and strength. We're going to stamp that kind of off here to the side on this label. There we go. And I stamped that in Night of Navy. I'm leaving that pad open because I got to use it again. We're going to take our flower that we colored in. Let's see, and see, this is what I'm talking about. I can easily cover up that hole. When you don't want it, then you can just cover it up. Sometimes I stick a gem there. Sometimes I stick, this one I'm sticking this flower there. There you go. And then we're going to take adhesive just to the top. We'll go back to our card. And then this is gonna go there. Guys, isn't that so, so, so pretty? It is, I wish you could see it in person, but it's so pretty. Someone, I know that stamp pad's making me nervous too. All right, so sharing love and strength, and then we're gonna open it up. And for the inside of this, I went ahead and look, my magic cup gave me another flower. So there's this other flower in there that we did it, same colors. I used fresh freesia, a little bit of, I actually stamped it in blue and then just added a little bit of green. So we're going to take another label. And I like this one. It says, you matter. I also like that I am here for you, but we're going to do the you matter. And again, they're all such good stamps. All right, oh yeah, see, this is a flower I was going to use, but my magic cup spit it out for me. So let's just go with that. All right, the you matter is going to get stamped on here like that. And I don't have my cleaner up here, so that's okay. We're going to take a dimensional on this. And it's going to go right here. And then again, we're going to take our flower. I don't want this to pop up, so I'm going to take some mini glue dots. Just take some mini glue dots on this. All right, what do you guys think about this card? So before we let you go, I want to show you what Stampin' Up. So for these dots, we're going to use our iridescent faceted gems. Now, I also want to add a bow to this too. I think it needs just a little bit of a bow. What I want to share with you, the last 10 minutes here, I'm going to show you guys some things that are on the clearance rack. So Stampin' Up! Updated the clearance rack. Did any of you guys put orders in yesterday? Like literally, the ribbons are like $3. There's some that are papers that are $4 and $5, like super cheap. And they are all things that like we just used in the last few months. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I have here. These are just things I had here. These aren't even, I had all of it, but that I actually had here. So I'm going to, then there's one diamond fine, like a diamond in the rough. So I went ahead and just sprinkled on a few of those beautiful gems. And then this is one of them. This is the wavy trim. I love this wavy trim. I use this a ton. It retired. I was sad. Now it's on the clearance rack. So as of an hour ago, I checked and this was still available. So this is the wavy trim. You can use it as is. It's great for like nautical cards or just even like, I mean, I use them a lot for any kind of card. But so for this one, I also like to be able to use all the threads. So it's like a super, so I just pulled out this, you gotta cut. And then you can just, I took one of them and just pulled a thread. There's like 5 different threads that you can use. It makes this a little bit like fluffier. And then this, it makes just a little curly Q thread. Very like raffia, is that what it's called? Raffia, kind of raffia looking, jute looking. So it just is a really neat little look. So I'm gonna take that, take a mini glue dot and add that to the front. So this is available right now, just right now. You can order it, you can search the clearance rack. And of course, if you're gonna get on there to get this Love and Strength, we shared the link for you. Then you can also add on some of these things from the clearance rack. So there you go. How is that for an absolutely beautiful card? So again, real quick, I'm going to move away from this and I'm going to go to some of the things that are on the clearance rack that are to me like some of the awesome things that are on there. There was a bunch more and a lot of it's already sold out. It's all on like Wallace Supplies last basis. So there's still some really great papers on there and I'm going to show you some of the other things that are still on there. So here are the cards that we made today. Well, I already lost the other one. Oh, here it is. So these are the cards we made today. So of course, beautiful, aren't they? I might cover that right up there. This one is our clean and simple and sweet. And this one is our fun fold, which is still simple. We all know, but this is a really neat fold to get. So these are our cards from today. Again, if you're on my email list, we'll send you recipe cards. You'll have the measurements and supply list. If you want directions, that's on Creative Corner. Creative Corner, I post all of the directions there with full tutorials. All right, so one of the things I want to show you, I'm going to show you a few things. These are just things I had here. The Trusty Tools paper is on there. Again, you can even just cut these out and use this, but great for those masculine, fun, more manly ones. I loved Trusty Tools. We did a whole stamp camp on it. So this was one we did a stamp camp on. So that's on there right now. This paper is on there. This by far was one of my top favorite papers ever that we've had. Look at, because it's, I mean, again, it doesn't, like right now we're into the Christmas, but this is such a beautiful spring, Easter, birthday, so birthday cards. I made a lot of birthday cards with this paper. So this was a 6x6. I mean, I loved it so much we used it for card club. And then you can cut out the hot air balloons, or because there was a set of dies. Then look at this other side. Again, perfect for birthdays, Easter, spring. So this, I think it's like $4, and they're normally like $12.50. So this is one of my top things on there. Another top thing is the bee paper is on there. So this is just some samples I have of the bee paper. But this is a really cute paper. I wish I had all of it. But that is still on there right now. I thought that was going to go so fast, but it's still on there. So the sale right now is huge. There's still like 4 pages of things on there. There's also, there's so much. Okay, the next is this really fun Child's Play paper. That is on there. Look at this fun fold. Isn't that cute? So this one is on there. This was made by Lynn Schultz. This is a swap card. But again, there's no even any stamping on this. That's just used all the paper. But it's good to have this paper in place when you have a card you need to make for like a grandchild, a child, a niece, a nephew. Like, it's good to have this paper on hand. It's lots of cute little images plus paper with it. One of my favorite papers that we carried was this gingham paper, and it was on there earlier today. I hope it's still there. But these colors are all still current. So it's Pretty Peacock, Blueberry Bushel, which red is this? Berry Burst, Lucky Lime, or Lemon Lime Twist, and Pecan Pie. So this is on there too. I think this is only maybe $4 or $2.80, but this one is really inexpensive too. And all of these, I love these so much. I used them for Card Club. Like, hey, who's my Card Club members out there? I see lots of you. Card Club members, like, I use my favorite stuff for Card Club. And so this was definitely one of my favorites. All right. There are ribbons, lots of ribbons. This pool party ribbon is on there. This was one of my favorite ribbons, this balmy blue, but it also matched pool party. So this ombre ribbon is on there, and literally, I think it's maybe $2.80. Some of it is $3. This one is totally pool party. It's a little bit wider, so you can use it, but it's soft. So you can use it on card making, but you can also use it to wrap presents. You get 10 yards for like $3. So use it on your presents. Use it to wrap up bags and stuff. Again, this one is perfect for card making because it's very, very feather light. So you can use it for your cards too. But the last thing I want to show you is what I'm going to call, I think, like a diamond in the rough. Like this one you all want to just go and buy right now. I did a class on it. I loved it. I still love it today. And this is all I had left of it. So I did a class on this. So, oh goodness, I was supposed to come up. I was going to go research the name of it. I don't even know the name of it. Maybe one of my friends on here can help me the name of it. It's a Memories and More card pack, but it was a huge one, and it had all these stickers. Again, I did a whole class on this. And I can't remember the name of it. One of my friends is going to help me. I know. I was going to go look it up. Happy Moments. I think it may be Happy Moments. It might be. And then you come with all these cards. So for my shout out to my scrapbookers out there and memory keepers. This is obviously made for scrapbooking and memory keeping, but it's $4 and you get so much. I also, though, those of you who know, Sweet Thoughts, Jennifer Drake, you're the best. So Sweet Thoughts, it's $4 on the clearance rack. And it matches Pretty Peacock, Calypso Coral, Pecan Pie, crushed curry, petal pink. Some of our, and obviously you can use it for scrapbooking and memory keeping, but we all know one of my favorite things to use it with, and I wish I had my cards here. I have made dozens of cards with this kit, and this is still all left over from one kit. I'm just going to show you what I do with these cards. So I love them for, again, memory keeping, pocket memory keeping, or just regular scrapbook layouts. But I also love them to make cards with. So, one side, obviously this might be, but the other side is great for like a patterned paper. So for $4, you can literally make dozens and dozens and dozens of cards. So when you are like, this is one of the ones that I was like, I'm so loved seeing it on the clearance rack. And if I were you, I would grab up a bunch of them. So I'm just showing you what this is one thing that I love to do with all of this. I'm going to take this piece here that I already pulled out. I'm going to pull out one more. I'm going to make it really fluffy. So, and I might use another one. So I'll take that and I'm just going to wrap this around. Hopefully it's long enough where I could tie a knot. Oh, it's going to be tight. We'll see. I might not be able to. Again, this wavy trim is on there. A lot of these things I'm using right now, these are all on the clearance rack. So everything I showed you, if you bought all of it, you wouldn't even spend $30. Obviously, you can throw on some of your necessity things that you need. There you go. Put that over there. This is going to get put down. Yep, the Bright and Beautiful Memories and More. I did a class with that one too. Those make really great birthday cards. This one here was by far one of my favorite Memories and More kits that we've had. It was just really good for scrapbooking and memory keeping, but to me, it was even better for card making. So you could I made a lot of cards with this kit. Then you can go here and you can grab, sometimes you want them to be sticky and sometimes you don't. I'll give you a little trick. When I don't want them to be sticky, I usually take it on my pants, but I just rub it along some clothes, or you can see now it's not sticky anymore. And then I can take a dimensional, because I might want to just pop this up. Let's see here. I want to put it over here like that. Hold on, I gotta put that dimensional farther over. When again, my customers here that order from me, I love the Memories and More. I do every single one I have done a class with. I do love them. And I love them. So anyway, this was ones that was my favorite for sure. Now, another thing on the clearance rack are these dots. These are opaque faceted gems. I don't even know. I think these are on there for $2. And so this actually goes perfect with this set too. So I'm going to just sprinkle on a few of these here too. I'm going to put one there in front of that, inside that flower. And I just need one more little one here. All right, so there is really quick and simple, a super, super cute card. Let's do another one. So, what I was going to say, I got sidetracked, go figure, is I love, because to me this is, yes, it's paper crafting, but it's more like puzzle making. So I love to do puzzles. I love to do Sudoku puzzles. I do Wordle every single day. Does anybody else do Wordle? I do Wordle every single day. So I love puzzles. Memories and More kits to me are like putting together puzzles. So you'll have these 4x6 cards. All you gotta do is take your trimmer and then cut it down to 5 1/4, and now you have a perfect background piece. Okay, just cut it down. Then you can use this on the inside to decorate it. I'll show you. So this one I love. It says the world needs more people like you. And I knew I was pulled off that. So this one to me is great for a man in your life, a woman in your life, anybody. The colors of it are maybe a little bit more masculine, but you can totally, it could be for a friend too. So I definitely made this a little bit smaller than I wanted to. Let's see if I'll just do a single layer. I like to double layer them sometimes. Again, hey, listen, give me a break. Doing bows in front of videos is very stressful. Okay. I also want to do a shout out to Ryan and Maddie who did a Facebook Live for us last week. I want Maddie to do a Facebook Live every week showing us some of the kits that are out. So anyway, we're going to put that right there. And because there's so many kits, and every month we come out with 2 new ones, and that one was that City Sites I had, but then it went unorderable. So, all right, let's put this together. So now it's available again. So I had asked them to do that one. I thought that'd be a good one for Ryan to do. It's a little bit more manly. All right, we're gonna just layer this on a piece of 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 black. This is gonna get, sometimes I'm not gonna do that because, well, let's see. We could. I don't really want to do any flowers on this one. This also has a lot of copper in it too, so there's a lot of words in it. This one is pretty versatile. Anyway, I'm not going to put anything in the background there. I'll put that on the inside. So I'm just going to glue this down. Another super, you guys can have so much fun with this. This is fun. I think it's fun. This is super fun. Down to the piece of white. The world needs more people like you. Look, isn't that so cute? And then you could, again, this is the perfect one to add a few of these little dots. They match perfectly. I'm going to put them in the middle of the flowers. Let's do that. Fun, fun, fun. Oops, where'd you go? There you go. There you go. So that's another one. There's a couple we've done so far. All right, I'm just gonna bust a couple of these out. This big butterfly, I love this one. Here's a little trick though, is you want it to take off an equal amount off each side. So we need to take off 3/4, but what I'll do is I will take off from each side. What's 3/4 divided? So 1/4 and an 1/8. So 1/4 and an 1/8 off both sides, 1/4 and an 1/8, and then that keeps it, so that it's centered. We want to keep it centered. So again, right now these are, all right, this is a piece of pretty peacock. These are super sweet and super simple to make. On the, we're gonna put this down here on the outside, just glue that down. So again, if you're doing, I wanted to show you that. If you're doing memory keeping, these cards just slide in, or you use them on your pages, add your pictures. But I like to show, I love this kit for card making. I wanted to show you that little extra strip. I'll just put down here just to decorate the inside. There you go. See? Just pulls the inside, then gets pulled into there. All right. This one, it has all these stickers. Again, I've used a lot of these stickers. The You Are Sweet, but this one, we're gonna take the Happy, 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 and I don't want it to be super sticky because again, I want to put dimensionals, I want to pop it up. So I usually will, if you have like the embossing buddy, you can just tap it on that. I don't have the embossing buddy. So there, I just tap it on my clothes. I think the lint, it's very, very technical. I love, those are the tools that you just have right, they're right next to you. So you don't have to even go get tools. All right, Yes, 3/8. Gayla, thank you for doing the math. A quarter and an eighth. I love my friends on here. Thank you guys for helping me with sometimes the words. All right, so these are not I just wanted to show you some of the things that are on the clearance rack, like that you just want to get. So this says happy, then we got a birthday. So this will be a great little birthday one. So happy birthday. You can do happy anniversary, happy life, happy for you. Then there's, oh, you could have done birthday in this one too. There's like love you to pieces. There's all kinds of that in here. Again, let's go to our little dots and pull some of these off. And I'm going to put some of the blue ones on here too, because they're like a lost lagoon, and that is in here for sure. So we're just going to sprinkle on a couple of those. Hey, these are like $2, so I'm going to sprinkle on a lot of them. We don't have to be stingy with this one. Let's see, 1, 2. They always say to do it. There you go. So, oh, and then on the inside of this one, we have another piece of white. There you go. Sometimes what I do on the inside, let me see if there's one here that there's more butterflies there. Sometimes I'll have a card that will be good for like writing on. Let me see. Not that one. What about this one? Nope. Nope. These, I think I've used them all. The ones that are good for, oh, the happy life. Those are cute. These are just some of the cards. Life is wonderful. That one would be, well, I want it to go the other direction. Sometimes what I'm saying is like you can find ones where like you can glue that in there, then they would just write on it. I've used them all. The ones that actually have like the writing, probably because that's what I use this for, I'm sure. Okay, so anyway, we'll go back to the white. I'm having fun with it. All right, let me get going through all the stickers. Now on the inside, so it's a happy birthday with butterflies. Let's add, oh, you could add that big butterfly, but I don't want to. We'll just add some flowers to the inside here. There you go. So, because all the flowers. So happy birthday. Super simple, right? I'm just going to make one more. I know you guys can, I'm done with you, Rhonda. I just literally I make 4 cards in probably 10 minutes, if even 10 minutes. And all I had to provide really was just a half a piece of cardstock. Same thing with this one. I love this Hello Beautiful. I think we have so many people we could send this to. And again, so we're going to cut this at 3/8. Thank you, Gayla, for the proper measurement. 3/8. Love that. And then, so we have our Hello Beautiful. I have another piece of white. I'm just going to glue these down here to the inside. Look at this. This is so, again, not wasting a single piece. But it also takes kind of the outside of the card and brings it to the inside. So use those strips just like that. There you go. That. And we could sew. This one I did more like a kind of like a book fold. Sorry, I'm down here a little bit. That. And then we can take, what's that? Oh, it says Hello Beautiful. Oh, if we could put flowers. I love this thing right here. I don't even know how. Yeah, let's do that. I love this thing. So I'm going to do it so that person I send it to, this is special. There you go. It's a paintbrush with a, we'll do our Hello Beautiful. How easy is this card, right? So simple. Do I have any of, well, I wanted to put a little bit of a ribbon, a bow on it with our, this wavy trim. Pull off a couple of those. We'll tie a bow. All right, so all the things that I've used these last 10 minutes are all on the clearance rack. So the Up and Up updates the clearance rack maybe 2 or 3 times a year, maybe three times. and they don't give us really any notice. It's like when it's up, and when it's gone. So these things will all go very, very quickly. Even probably some of the things I'm using are probably gone now, just that quickly that I've used them. But that's why when you have to try to be so good about being right on it. All right, so I got Hello Beautiful. Oh, I love this one. I could put Love You to Pieces. Let's see here. I'm gonna put Love You to Pieces with a couple little flowers, and I want one of them to be popped up. Okay, oh, they're still available. Thanks, Jennifer, for checking on that. See, I need to make that not sticky, so come over there. There, it's not sticky. Put my dimensional on. And there. I want this to be a little bit smaller. Okay, this is my last one. So we whipped out 4 cards in about 10 minutes, and then we did our first 2. Those were really my focus. I just thought since I was here, I would actually show you guys some of the things that are on the clearance rack in person. It's all so nice, but so Hello Beautiful, Love You to Pieces, and then there's the inside. Gorgeous cards, fun cards. And so we just whipped these up super fast. Just to kind of give you an idea, we'll just do a few of these. There you go. Hello Beautiful. Happy birthday. Let's see the inside of that one. The world needs more people like you. Go, and you are nothing short of amazing. And I didn't decorate the inside of this one, but I could. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this butterfly. I love this butterfly. I'm going to put it right here on the inside. I can think of who I want to send this to. I got someone in mind. There you go. Okay, so let's go over here. Oh, let's see. Wow, I'm sweating. That was a lot of cards in less than an hour. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. Thanks for taking a lunch break with me. I love spending this time together. So make sure you're on my email list so you'll get that recipe card. You can also share this video. That means a lot to me. All the hearts, the likes, all those things are so much. We appreciate them. And I will be on Friday. We'll have a 5-minute Friday video, and I do it on YouTube, so it's a pre-recorded video. But I'll post it here too, so that you can see it. So thank you so much for being here. Again, last call for Creating for Christ. These are just 4 of the cards. There's actually 6. I have just imagined two more. And you can also order the Love and Strength stamp set. So there's links for everything for you. And just so appreciate you being here. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.